Hello, welcome to week 11 of my 12-week design challenge. Yes, we have come this far, and this week's design was inspired by the Artemis mission that splashed down just 1 week ago, and it was so inspiring to me to watch these 4 humans travel farther away from the Earth than any human being has ever traveled before. The mission took 4 astronauts to the far side of the moon and back, and it's a part of a bigger series of missions where we're hoping to go to Mars one day. So the imagery that was taken from the mission were just incredible images, and the thing that I find so inspiring about it is that it's a testament to humanity's ability to stay focused and work together and solve problems to make something amazing happen. So for the past couple of weeks, and probably for much longer than that, I've been thinking a lot about where creativity and inspiration comes from. And if you've been following the full series of this 12-week challenge, you'll know that the first video that I made from this series was a collaboration with Sofia Luzon, and she's finally published her side of that collaboration, so you should definitely go check it out. It's an amazing video, and it's so interesting to see her expression of what that collaboration was compared to my expression of what that collaboration was. And in that video, Sofia talked about where inspiration comes from, and in that video she was inspired by the qualities of the fabric, but also the friendship that sparked the idea of this creative expression. And so what I've been really thinking about is the way that both creativity and science never happens in a vacuum. We're always taking in information from various sources, and then it gets filtered through our perspective, through our point of view. And there's another video I watched recently by Adam Savage, who was the host of Mythbusters, if you're old enough to remember that show. The video is titled "Creativity Means Nothing." And the point that he gets to in that video is that when we take in information from various sources, invariably we come up with our own perspective on all these pieces of information. And that perspective is a skill that can continuously be developed, and I wholeheartedly believe in that. So all of this being said, this week I was inspired not just by the fact that we sent humans further away from the Earth than ever before, but the fact that we were able to come together to solve all these problems, to complete this mission safely, and that there's a future for us to continue this exploration of places that humanity has never gone before. That's enough for the intro. Let's get into the video. So I started with this embroidered tool sent to me by Emerald Erin, which perfectly fits this theme of the lunar exploration with its variations of gray. I have it set up here on a white background with a ruler and some good lighting so that I can get a image of it where I can remove the background and bring it into glow with transparency. And then I also picked this monowire because this is something I had never worked with before, and it's been in my stash for a while with the intentions of me to explore a new type of pattern making with this different shape. The monowire is cool because you can see it actually bends around the body like this. So this is something I've never worked with before, and I thought it would be really interesting in keeping with the vein of exploration. So the first thing I did was bring the underwire into glow, make sure that it was appropriately scaled, and then I traced it off. And then I brought in the pattern from my previously drafted underwire bra pattern, and then I adapted the frame to fit the new monowire. And once that was complete, I adapted the cups to accommodate the width of the bridge that had been removed from the frame. And when I was happy with the cup shape, And I brought in the embroider tool so I could play around with the placement. Here are a few variations that I came up with. Let me know which one is your favorite. So this is the design that I settled on, and you know what comes next. I export the pattern as a PDF, then over to the projector and down to my cutting mat. Okay, so these are all the pieces cut out, and then I just realized I didn't mark where the lace needs to meet the center front here, so I'm gonna have to bring the projector back up to get the marking on that, because that's a pretty important one. I wish this was a little bit lighter. I actually dyed the white to be this gray, but it came out too dark. I wanted to keep it lighter overall in the grays, so I decided I would go with the white. It looks gray against the black, but even against my skin tone with the 2 layers and the shadows, I think the color is good. So I just need to bring back up the projector so I can get the markings here, and then I'm going to start sewing. I've basted all of my tulle together to try and keep everything together while I'm sewing it, especially since they're opposite directions of grain. So I just wanted to keep everything together, and I have my lace overlays also cut out here and here, and I started putting the frame together already. So next up, I'm going to put the cups together, this to this, and then these 2 pieces will go to this, and then the lace overlay will go on top, and so on and so forth until this garment is done. I read this email by Norma from Orange Lingerie. She has an email, like a monthly email that she sends out, and she said how working with the fabric that you work with informs the experience of the entire project, and I totally believe that's true. It's been so lovely. It's so lovely working with these materials. This is a really pretty embroidered tulle that Emerald Erin had sent me the last time I put in a bulk order for some lingerie sewing supplies, and it's just the whole experience is so nice. Like, you just keep enjoying how lovely the fabric is as you work with it. So that's part of the enjoyment of the creative process, is working with the material that you love. Okay, so after I finished sewing the bra and I tried it on, I noticed that the side seam was collapsing a little bit. Since I had covered that seam with an elastic to keep a clean finish there, I had a place to insert some boning. So I just cut some synthetic whale boning, which I had used previously for my corsets, and then closed it back up and then tried it on again, and I was really happy with the results. I was so impressed with how comfortable this was. I wore it throughout the whole day, the day that I made it, and I love that I still get separation with each individual breast. Each individual cup has enough encapsulation so that your breasts never end up getting squished together throughout the day, and so it fits really well. The wire doesn't dig in at all. The gray tones mixed together on the white are really, really pretty. I love the way the back came out as well, although that is recycled from a previous design in the challenge. And just like Artemis, I'm calling this mission a success.
Goodbye. Make sure to like and subscribe, please.